If you are unhappy, if you are unhealthy, it comes from two places. So, external base is like doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, medicine, herbs, naturopathic health. They are all coming from outside, right? And that's all this most people are aware of. Like when I get sick in my loving relationship, I go to the psychiatrist or a psychotherapy, and he will tell me how to heal my relationship. And if you notice, if you go a little bit deeper, he is having the same relationship problem that he cannot buy into and solve his relationship, but he's trying to sell it to you and even charge for you. I mean, insane. So why doesn't it work for him? Why do you think it will work for you? He hasn't even tried out what he's teaching you. Doctor, heal thyself. Somewhere I was reading. They're trying to heal everybody, but because they are healing on the external level, they are successful at that level. Means they can heal your symptoms. They cannot heal the cause, the stress that you created in your search for love, in your family life, work life, social life, and so everywhere you search. And you created stress in your life. I want to know, in case you didn't do any of this and your stress came to you. This is called how to use external people, places, and things that trigger your reaction, emotions about, I'm not being loved, you don't understand me. As if I understand you. This is about solving the problems from the source. So external problems are more like a tip of the iceberg. They are visible. They are called the symptoms or the effects. The cause lives within you, that is as like invisible part of the iceberg. Guess what? Invisible is more dangerous than visible. But visible should give you the sign that there is some inner work that you need to do on yourself, independent of the doctor and psychiatrist. Are you getting it? That's what you are getting. How to take back the charge of your life. This is about how to solve the problem that lives in you, in your memory of the old trauma, painful emotional wounds that you carry in your past. That's where you are living in separation from the source of love within. As long as you identify with it, you're not going to get to the love. Instead of identifying with it, instead of letting go of that, you're trying to find some love from outside, and so I don't have to remove it from the cause. The first cause, in order to remove from the cause, you have to learn some of the techniques of that yoga has, that I am yoga has, kind of breath work. We call pranayama, yoga postures, meditation, relaxation techniques, Yoga Nidra. That's all will get you connected to the love. So for a Yoga Nidra is, for example, connecting to the source of love within. And when you learn on the yoga mat here and practicing in the class, it is available to you in life. So what you practice, how to connect to the source of love within, I think this is yoga. This is yoga. Most people think yoga means doing yoga postures. That's the farthest from real experience of yoga. Yoga is love. And when I'm talking about love from within, yoga from within too. Same thing. God from within too. They are all the experiences of oneness that love is. So the soul has come from subconscious unity, like every one of us have lived in the subconscious unity. Subconscious unity. Do you know what subconscious? Do you have any idea? It's a inner body, and that is called autonomic nervous system. It is subconscious. So in subconscious, there is sympathetic, male sympathetic nervous system and female parasympathetic nervous system. So in your life, every time you identify with ego mind that is looking love from external resources, it initiates the inner conflict between sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic is taken over by ego mind. So in your body, in subconscious, male and female are in harmony. They are in co-creation. When you fall asleep, what happens? You naturally go from beta, the mental agitation and emotional conflicts, to alpha brainwaves, where you begin to relax and become integrated. From alpha to theta, you go even deeper. And delta, you are completely connected to the whole universe. So much so that you do not even know that I'm connected. When you wake up, what has happened? You feel like a newly born child. When you fall asleep, it's like an old man. He says, get me out of this life. This is too much. Every morning, the body renews you. But which body? Subconscious body. Why? Because you are not dominating it with your ego mind like you do so during the waking hours. What is Yoga Nidra? Yoga Nidra is learning how to consciously, from waking hours, take the conscious mind dominating your sympathetic nervous system, consciously. So that consciousness and energy, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, are functioning in self-healing, self-balancing, restorative, regenerative functions. Your body begins to heal yourself. And there are miracles. People who have attended this Yoga Nidra, they have miraculous healing experiences. Why? Because they knew the secret of where is the source of love that heals. Once you know these techniques through the practice of Yoga Nidra, it gives you really power to do it yourself, for yourself. The habit is so bad that you cannot get over the habits that are so unconscious, so mechanical, so compulsive, that you cannot get there. So Yoga Nidra gives you teachings about how to go from a waking state to sleep-like state by going through alpha brainwaves and deeper, more relaxing brainwaves, from where you get connected to the source. And then whatever prayers you have, like you want to change certain part of your behavior, attitude, self-destructive habits, your relationship issues, you can, when you are in that state, you can put your affirmations, your requests, and it will be fulfilled. Your prayers, and that will be fulfilled. Why? Because science has discovered that when you drop into the alpha brainwave states, your learning ability goes 2 times or 3 times and even more. So much faster you can learn when you are in alpha brainwave state. That is science. So in yoga and in life, memory is not the problem. Forgetting what you have in your memory, called your trauma, your painful memories of the past, with your husband, children, parents, everything is created in your mind by each individual, by yourself. Therefore, you can let go. I cannot do it for you, for example. I can give you the map as to how to travel inside so that when you go there, you get the solution. But you have to do it. So this is the second inner level of healing. One is outer, that you can go to where can you go? Can you go to the priest when you are having health problems? Psychologists, psychiatrists, doctor? These are all stress-related problems. Who created? Not anybody. You created by expecting it to come from the others. Now, how do you go back to the source by letting go of the old memories that come in your mind when somebody triggers your old memories? Anytime you see similar person, that will trigger your reaction to him as if it is him. The reaction will be triggered by the memory will be triggered by the association with the present that reminds you of your past. That present person who triggers your memory is not causing your memory. Did you hear that? You have the memory. So that person, if he looks like your enemy, and you treat him like that, you won't get the enemy away that lives in your memory. So, what is this? This is removing from the memory. So that's why it's not learning, it's forgetting is more important than learning. Now, all people have access to learning. Like on a computer, you want any information, you type and you can learn. You don't have to even memorize or go to library or go to books. You have it on your fingertips. So we have the powers of God and we are moving away from God using those powers. And we call it, we are very successful as scientists. We are discovering the secrets and those secrets you can sell. But when you find the secret of love within you, you can't sell it because only you have an access to it. Neither can you make money out of it. Did you know that? And when you get to the love within you, the more you give, more it grows in you. But when you give love, to get love from others, more you give, less you have.